If you guys want coins for FC24, make sure you check out MMOEXP.com. Their link is down in the description. They're very fast, they're very cheap, they're very reliable, and if you use my code Rema, you can get yourself a lovely 5% discount. So, what's up guys, it's Ash here and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we have our updated 442 custom tactics and player instructions, and again we are on the second account. Now for those of you that don't know, this account is literally about 2 weeks old, no FIFA points spent, and this is what we've managed to get. Honestly, this team's been pretty good. I really like this Gakpo Evo. We got the ice version of his card or summit, and we could pop him in that evolution, so we did that. We got lucky enough to get Mbappe, and obviously he's insane. Gorinch is really good. I really like these two centre-backs. Udogi as well is amazing. And yeah, this whole team's just pretty good, apart from maybe Millet. And yeah, we're doing pretty well with it. We've got some tactics for you, and I hope you enjoy the video. So yeah, let's get right into the video, guys. Alright then, guys, so starting off with the tactics for the defensive style, of course I have this on balance. Now the reason I have it on balance is because I find it to give me the best control when I am defending. So when I want to press I can, and then when I want to be a bit more passive and maybe drop off, I can also do that. So balance is the way I like to go, but you might prefer pressure tactics, and that is absolutely fine. For the defensive width, guys, I have it on 45. This is so we can be nice, narrow and compact and block all those attacks through the middle, but we still maintain some of the width to cover the wider areas for when an opponent goes down the wing. For the depth, guys, we have this on 60. This is just because my defenders are not like full meta enough to use that 71 depth and really exploit that. So unless you have like a team of the year Van Dijk or something like that, I wouldn't really suggest 71 depth. So 60's been alright for me, as we still get that higher defensive line, but the players aren't just pressing like crazy all the time. For the build-up play, guys, we have this on balanced. I find this to be the most controlled, the most varied way to build up. When you want to play slow, you can, and then if you want to speed up and play a bit faster, you can also do that. So I really like to use balanced. For the chance creation, guys, we have this on direct passing, by far the most meta option in the game. When you use direct passing, your attacking players will commit these runs, defenders will follow the attackers making the run, and then once the defender has overcommitted, the attack will track back so that you can cut back to them. So it's a very overpowered way to score, even if it is a little bit boring, guys. For the width, guys, we have it on 59. This is because the 442 is obviously a bit of a wider formation, so we don't want to make it crazy narrow. This is just a number that's worked for me, but you guys can tweak this if you like. There's not really a specific number that you need to use. For the players in the box, guys, we have this on 5. This is so we can get a few players into the box, but we don't overcommit absolutely everybody on the team. And then for the corners and the free kicks, guys, we just have them both on 1, but you can do what you want with that. Now for the player instructions, guys, honestly pretty unchanged since the last time, because the instructions are pretty like set, if that makes sense. What works consistently, so the instructions don't usually change that much, but we'll go through them anyway. For the strikers, we have them on stay central and getting behind, because we don't want them drifting out wide. If we have them on balance width, they won't be in the middle, they won't do their job as such, I don't think, so I prefer stay central. And then we also have them on getting behind, so we can utilize their pace to get in behind those high defensive lines, especially Mbappe with that quick step plus playstyle. Very, very overpowered, guys. For the wide midfielders, guys, the left mid and the right mid, we have come back on defense, cut inside, and then get him to the box across. This one should be on getting behind as well, but I think I might have like tweaked it when I was looking through. Sorry about that. So yeah, these instructions are good because come back on defense ensures that these players will stay in the correct position when we don't have the ball. Basic defensive support. Sometimes these players get a little bit lazy, they get a bit lost and leave too many gaps, and they don't fill in the positions correctly. Cut inside is great because it's a really good attacking AI movement where they'll start out wide with their run and then transition into a more central area. It just gets you really good movement out of the player. Getting behind is obviously very useful, as we can utilize their pace to get in behind those high defensive lines and then get into the box for cross, so these players do not hesitate in getting into the penalty area. For the left centre mid, guys, the more defensive minded midfielder of the two, in my case it's Frank Rijkaard. We just pop them on stay back and cover centre. Stay back because we don't want him flying forward if he is a more defensive minded player, and then cover centre so that it will focus on covering the middle of the pitch, as we've already got the wide players to do the wings. Now for the right centre mid, guys, we use a more attacking minded or box to box centre mid in Millet, so we just leave them on the default settings and pop them on cover centre. Default settings because we don't just want to restrict them to defending if they are attacking, and on the flip side we don't just want them to attack and not do any defensive duties either, so we kind of just leave them alone and let them do what they want. The only important thing is cover centre so that they cover the middle. For the fullbacks, guys, and one of them at the moment, I have balanced overlap. In this case, it's you, Doggy, at the moment. It just gives you that extra option, I think, stretches out the opponent a little bit more, and yeah, just gives you more attacking threats, in my opinion. I do like having one fullback going forward, but you guys don't have to if you want to. And then for the other fullback, guys, the more defensive ones, stay back and overlap. This is so we always have at least 3 defenders back at a time, but when we send them on the run forward, they'll make the overlapping runs to add that width as well. Doesn't matter which fullback you send forward, by the way. It can be your left back or it can be your right back. I see a lot of comments asking that. It's just whatever you want. The same with like the midfielders. Your box to box doesn't have to be the right centre mid or anything. It's just whatever works for you. And yeah, guys, there are the tactics and instructions for the 4-4-2. I hope you guys have enjoyed or found it useful. If you have, please be sure to drop it a thumbs up. It does really help me out. And don't forget to sub to the channel. And yeah, that's basically it for the video, guys. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.